How did Patton find his way home? Do you have a pet? If you do, I bet you think it's pretty amazing, and it probably is. But I'd like to tell you a tale about my cat, Patton, and the adventure that he had, but we will never know of. Confused? I should say you are. Let me explain. My wife, 2 boys, and myself had left our family cat, Patton, in the care of Auntie Sophie whilst on holidays, and eagerly awaited seeing him on our return home. When we arrived, however, there was a note left from Sophie. It read, "Dear Cookies, I hope you had a great holiday. I haven't seen Patton for a few days now. I've been leaving him food, but I haven't seen him. I hope he's okay. Love, Sophie." But everything wasn't okay. Patton could not be found. We searched and put up lost signs, but could not find him anywhere. Time passed. More time passed. A month passed. Another month passed. Then we received a notice saying that we needed to move house. The people who owned our house were moving in. We had to move from Port Melbourne to Altona, which was about 15 kilometres away, and not only that, it was over the Westgate Bridge, which goes over Melbourne's biggest river, the Yarra. A new house was nice, but not the same without Patton. Another month passed. Then one day I was driving in the street just around the corner from where the new house was, and I saw a cat which looked just like Patton. "That looks like Patton," I thought to myself. But it made me sad to think of Patton. "No, that really looks like Patton," I thought, and stopped the car next to the cat. "Patton?" I said through the window. The cat spun its head around and looked at me and sprinted at the car. He didn't slow down. He jumped through the window and onto my lap. He was purring and rubbing his head against me. I drove him straight home and rugged him up next to the heater. When my wife got home, she was in shock. "Are you sure it's him?" she asked. So she had a closer look. It was definitely him. When the boys came home from school, they were very excited. We started to try to think of how Patton could have gotten from Port Melbourne all the way to Altona. We tried to imagine him running across the Westgate Bridge in the middle of the night. The Westgate Bridge is the longest bridge in Australia, so we didn't think that was possible. We thought about him swimming across the Yarra, but knowing Patton and how much he hates water, that was even more unlikely than the first one. The truth is, no one will ever know how Patton found his new home except Patton. The adventure is his and his alone. Patton is now very old and sick. He won't be with us for very much longer. He has a cancer on his face which is growing rapidly. Our family is very sad about the prospect of losing Patton again, and this time we know he won't be able to find his way home. But Patton's adventure will be told for generations to come. See, I told you he was an amazing cat. So tell me, how do you think Patton found his way home?